A reading from 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 12, then chapter 5, verse 1 following. Beloved, do not be surprised that a trial by fire is occurring among you, as if something strange were happening to you. But rejoice to the extent that you share in the suffering of Christ, so that when his glory is revealed, you may also rejoice exultantly. If you are insulted for the name of Christ, blessed are you, for the Spirit of glory and of God rests on you. But let no one among you be meant to suffer as a murderer, a thief, an evildoer, or as an intriguer. But whoever is meant to suffer as a Christian should not be ashamed, but glorify God because of the name. For it is time for the judgment to begin with the households of God. If it begins with us, how will it end for those who fail to obey the gospel of God? And if the righteous one is barely saved, where will the godless and the sinner appear? As a result, those who suffer in accord with God's will hand their souls over to a faithful Creator as they do good. So I exhort the Presbyterian among you as a fellow presbyter and witness to the sufferings of Christ, and one who has a share in the glory to be revealed, tend the flock of God in our midst, overseeing, not by constraint, but willingly, as God won't have it, not with the shameful profit, but eagerly. Do not load it on those assigned to you, but be examples to the flock. And when the chief shepherd is revealed, you will receive the unfading crown of glory. Likewise, you young members be subject to the presbyters, and all of you clothe yourselves with humility in your dealing with one another, for God opposes the proud, but bestows favor on the humble. So humble yourselves under the mighty hand of God, that he may exalt you in due time. Cast all your worries upon him, because he cares for you. I say again, cast all your worries upon him, because he cares for you. Be sober and vigilant. Your opponent, the devil, is prowling around like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour. Resist him. Stand fast in faith, knowing that your fellow believers throughout the world undergo the same sufferings. The God of all grace, who called you to his eternal glory through Christ Jesus, will himself restore, confirm, strengthen, and establish you after you have served under little. To him be dominion forever. Amen. When I was a young boy, when I was in my primary lower classes, we used to have a very beautiful song that when I sang it when I was a small boy, I did not understand its meaning up until when I grew older, and now I could be able to understand the meaning. And the song was, Then I mentioned what I should be. I was a teacher, a teacher, a teacher. I was a teacher, a teacher was I would teach this way, and that way, and this way was I. Then we'll sing. I was a doctor. I was a farmer. I was a pirate. I was a name them. I was a priest. Then I would say what I would be doing. My dear young people, my dear sons and daughters in Christ, this song reminds me of very important things. Number one, it reminds me that when I was a young boy, I was dreaming to become a priest. Today, I'm a priest. What I thought and I imagined I would be doing is what I'm doing now. This is a statement of future. That today, I'm living my yesterday's future. Because when I was in primary, I had a dream of becoming a priest. Now that I'm a priest, the time that I was dreaming to become a priest is that time when I was young. And that was my time of being a boy. That was the time of being a youth. And I looked forward to see my future. And the future is now. And so when I remember the young people who are now locked in their homes with their parents as their only teacher, with their parents as their only pastors, with their parents as the only authority that surrounds them, then I think so deeply and very important about our future. And then I want to share with you this day a moment of reflection to all young people, that let us take this moment as a moment of dreaming for our future. But as we dream for our future, future is forecast. Future is prophesied. Future is dreamt about. And there are those people that we call doomsday predictors. They predict a doomsday, a bad day, a bad future. These are guys that claim to predict tomorrow's headlines, and they claim to predict it with a lot of confidence. They claim to know world events in advance. Somehow they declare they have a direct line to the Almighty, or a force that rule the universe. So they are able to predict what will happen. You know, they can predict the collapse of stock exchange market. They can predict a dramatic change of weather patterns, nuclear destruction, climate change, collapse of civilization. They can even claim to, predict the end of times. During these moments of coronavirus pandemic, I'm listening around the world, many of people, some claiming to be doomsday predictors, predicting that the end of time is here with us, predicting of a war that is coming between America and China, between Christians and Islamic, predicting so-called economic sabotage, predicting the finish of Africa and the colonialism or the new colonialism of Chinese taking over the world of Africa and Africans being vanished from the world, predicting many things, you read from the media. And because I know young people of our time are a darling to the media, they are darling to the internet, this is the high moment that we beware of the doomsday predictors. I'll be warned by the scriptures that we have just read from 1 Peter chapter 4, telling us about, yes, the sufferings and the pain that could be happening to you. But then reminding us again that this pain and suffering is not for you only. It is for all of us all over the world. And so, my dear brothers and sisters, my young sons and daughters, as we journey together in this moment, that indeed you are at home, you are not in school, you are not in college, you are not in university, you are not where you should have been at this time in the calendar of the year, I want to share with you a moment of hope, a moment of hope, a word of encouragement. Yes, we should be aware that the devil is prowling around, the enemy is prowling around, wants to destroy you. You are at that moment, the moment that I was singing the beautiful song. When I used to sing, was I was. You are thinking so deeply about your future. You are dreaming so deeply about your future. You want a bright future. I tell you, continue to dream. I tell you, continue to anticipate. I tell you, continue to prepare. But as you prepare, be warned that yes, there is an enemy. An enemy who wants to claim and destroy you, young people. And I may cite a few of these enemies of the youth of our time. Number one would be the immorality of our time, which leads to abortions of many young people, many young girls leading to abortion because of the immoralities, the fornication of our time. That is sin. Fear sin, not even what people talk about. When you fear sin, you will have avoided the immorality of our time. And then again also you'll have avoided that which comes with it. The abortions that we are talking about. The diseases, the STDs that we are talking about. Be warned. Abortion and immorality of our time is claiming the word of you. That is one of the enemy. Number two enemy would be the enemy of drugs. Drugs. Many young people are drinking themselves. Destroying themselves with drugs. Talk of chewing, talk of beer, talk of all kinds of drugs, hundreds of drugs, all that kind of stuff, or drinking things that really can destroy our minds and our bodies. Remember, our bodies are but a temple. And again, also the question of this virus, a disease. There are two viruses that, my dear brothers and sisters, we ought to fear. The HIV virus, the corona COVID-19 virus. Yes, people are getting into it. Let us, if we have to get into it, not by bringing it to ourselves, but accidentally, on a way that we could not have avoided. And number one is avoiding sin, and number two is using our common sense and following the law that has been laid down, that we sanitize ourselves, we wash ourselves, and again, most important, seclusion be at all. And then the question of idolatry, the question of worship of the devil, the question of Illuminati is another evil of our time that is claiming many young people of our time. And then now this time around, the fifth one, I would say, being idle. Don't allow yourself to be idle. For they say, idle mind is devil's workshop. So I want to propose some of the things that we can be keeping ourselves busy with during these moments that we are, at home. Number one, when Isaiah chapter 26 verse 20 says, go home, stay at home. I say, my dear young people, stay at home. We go around and see many young people walking up and down streets and roads, looking a little bit idle. Stay at home. And while you're at home, read. The staying at home is like imitating Jesus Christ. When Jesus Christ was young, you don't hear a lot of the story about how he spent his youth. You only hear about his birth, 12 years when he's at the temple, and then you hear about when he's being baptized, when he's already that. All his youthful ages, he hibernated because he knew the devil was prowling around and could want to destroy the Savior of the world. You have a bright future. Do not allow yourself to be destroyed. Hibernate, hide, stay at home. And then read widely, research. Let us see you come out of the seclusion, the lockdown, with a lot of bright ideas, with the discoveries, with innovations, with the new ideas, with new poems, with new, ways of doing things, even new discoveries. We have the power and we can do that. Then ask for hand advice from home. Your parents are now your teachers. Take the opportunity and be schooled at the school of your father and your mother and your guardian. They have a lot of wisdom. Learn from them. Read, learn from them, ask for advice. Then keep fit. Go with the best diet. Be disciplined, including also doing some physical fitness exercises. And then remember, being determined, because determination will see us through this down. And lastly, be a spiritual person. Seek God. Seek holiness. Have moments of scripture reading. Have moments of prayer. Recite the rosary. Pray together with your family members. Lead them in prayer. Music, choruses, and all this. Praise and worship our Lord at home. And then, of importance, live a sacramental life. Do what we call the spiritual communion and the act of confession, asking for God's forgiveness at this time when we are not able to come close to our priest and to receive the Eucharist at Mass. This message comes to you from your father, our Father Chaplain of Machakos Dina, wishing and praying for you young people during this time of COVID-19, the coronavirus, a moment that is threatening our future. But I'm telling you, if you go by what is being said, if you listen, if you hibernate, if you hide yourself, if you seclude yourself, if you take care of yourself, the bright future is coming. From a distance, I can see the bright future. Success and bright future is yours. Embrace it. But for now, Seclude yourself. Stay at home and listen to the voice of God. And then be keen to learn what God is saying. Beware of the doomsday predictors. Let them not threaten you. God did not create you by accident. He created you by design. And He has a beautiful plan for you. How do you know that? Consult God in prayer. Thank you. And may God bless you, all the young people of our time. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. FR Zeno wishes you all the best. Thank you.